All right. Hey, everybody. Just wanted to share a link. I'll put the link in the description to an interview with a woman I've never heard of before. Her name is uh, Kate Shemirani. Never heard of her before. Apparently, she's labeled, like, if you Google her, she'll come up on Wikipedia as a conspiracy theorist. And I don't know, I guess everybody, well, not everybody, but some people consider her a kook. But I just wanted to talk about a part of this interview where she basically articulates things about the digestive system, which I've said in a lot of my videos regarding my health. And well, she's apparently uh, much more well versed on it and stuff. Like, this video is filled with lots of stuff that I don't agree with, but I'm the type of person, and everybody should be this kind of person. I'm not saying you should be like me, but you should be open minded. You could say 1,000 things that I don't agree with, but I'm not going to discount the things that you say that I do agree with. Like, for example, even Al Sharpton's dumbass probably said something that I agree with at one time or another. So, regardless of all the other stuff that she says in this interview, whether I agree with her or not, I'm just going to play a quick piece of a part where I think she nails it, where she's basically trumpeting or repeating everything that I've said in my videos, where I don't trust my doctors and doing my own research and trying to solve my own health issues. And she pretty much nails it right here. So I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this part and see what you guys think. And I'll put the link in the description. So let me play a little bit of this. Inside this fantastic. Hold on, 1 second. Rewind a little bit. That would help if I'm
and then spit it
recording my
out.
audio here.
What are you doing? You're introducing your body to all of this bacteria. What are people doing now? Get a tissue and blow your nose.
Get back
right?
to that part.
To the next thing about our immune systems, inside this fantastic piece of machinery, we have the thyroid gland. And that thyroid gland converts your cholesterol to pregnenolone, progesterone, and bile acid. Pregnenolone, progesterone, the youth-giving hormones, they keep everything supple. Bile acid is for digestion, and it also helps convert your inactive thyroid hormone to your active one. Now, if you've got a low-functioning thyroid, you are going to have all kinds of problems with your body. Your immunity is going to drop. But interestingly, your stomach acid is not going to be the correct acidity to extract your nutrients from your food, to keep bacteria in check, and to keep all of your fungus in check. So what actually happens is your thyroid works like a seesaw with your adrenals. Your adrenals secrete the adrenaline and cortisol. Now, adrenaline is what, when you're frightened, when the bear's coming after you, you have all this adrenaline and all your blood goes to your brain, to your muscles. It goes away from your stomach, which is why often when you're very fearful, you vomit so that you can run away. Now, if you had a prolonged adrenaline and cortisol, all your blood vessels would be hard. You'd start to get disease. And the same as, it would be pushing your thyroid down. So if you're fearful all the time, watching the telly, watching all this COVID-19 crap, watching what the government's going to do next, remember, they are terrorizing us. They're using a Red Army tactic. The 3Ds to overcome us. It's a torture tactic. Dependency, disability, and dread. They're making us dependent on the government for money, for telling us everything, when we can move, when we can go out. They're telling us that we're disabled, we're diseased, we have to wear a mask, we're all super spreaders, even though we're asymptomatic, and dread. We don't.
All right, you get the point here. She's going into other stuff, but the part that I think she nailed, that's the part that I played back. All the stuff related to your stomach, your diet, and how it affects your health. It's basically saying what I've been saying in my videos, and I don't know, I kind of zoned out for a second. I don't know if she went over it, but she does somewhere in the interview talk about how doctors just write a prescription, and she even talks about what I said in some of my other videos where you have low stomach acid and they prescribe you an acid blocker. It makes you even worse. So yeah, I mean, I'm not a doctor. I don't say for people should take my advice, but you should be free to have an opinion, whether it's wrong or right. So even if I'm wrong, I should be allowed to say it. My intent's not to make people sick or unhealthy. You know, it's just my opinion. Because what I think what she's saying and like my own research matches, but it goes against like what not all of my doctors, but one of my doctors, actually both of them, but well, one doctor's kind of, but the other, because it's not her profession. She was like, oh, you should go with what the GI doctor says, but the GI doctor, they don't, they seem to not know what they're talking about. They didn't even know what BT and HCI was when I or HCL was when I talked about it. They were like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, you're a gastrological expert and you don't know what I'm like, all right, that's a red flag. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna share this. Anybody else? Because I've been contacted by some people. I spoke to a nice lady a few weeks ago too, who has a son who's going through a lot of problems that mirrors what I've been through the last year, and I'm fighting to. I'm still sick. My 1 year anniversary of being sick is coming up in 2 days, and yeah, some people they've reached out because of my videos and said, hey, what did you do for this? What did you do for that? I'm experiencing the same thing as you. How do you feel about this? And I've had a little back and forth with people, but yeah, I'm not trying to make people more sick or not trying. I'm trying to claim that I'm being an expert. I'm just showing other opinions out there. And whether you agree with this lady that I never heard of or not, Kate Shemirani, um, that part that I was playing back, where she, like all of her views on the digestive system, I agree with that stuff. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share. That thanks for Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To. Go subscribe to his channel. He shared this video with me. He's from the same cloth as me, where people should be able to have an opinion and say what they want. You know, as long as there's no ill intent, even if they're wrong. It's like you can't shut down people from saying stuff. Like I bet you this lady, like I said, she'll be written off, whether you agree with her or not. You can't just write off everybody as a conspiracy theorist and stuff. Because, like I said, I don't agree with a lot of stuff she said, but I think what she's talking about with the GI stuff, it's spot on. But some people say, "Oh, you know what you're talking about. You're not a expert in it." Whatever, man. So how the experts have proven to being wrong so many times. Anyway, yeah, just go watch the part of the video. It starts getting into the parts that were of interest to me. She starts getting into that around the 28-minute mark. So yeah, I'll link that in the description. So yeah, everybody be healthy and have a nice day.